Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So today is the 12th lecture of pericyclic reactions or pericyclic chemistry. Today we shall discuss electrocyclic reactions using Woodward-Hoffmann correlation diagrams. Here are the brief contents of today's presentation. Today we shall discuss Woodward-Hoffmann rule for electrocyclic reaction. That what are the rules exactly, and how we shall have a brief explanation of these rules, and then we shall apply these rules to certain taking certain examples like the conversion of cyclobutene to butadiene, and another example like this. And then we can have a comparison of its application to thermal electrocyclization reaction and also photochemical electrocyclization. Or in the reverse case, we can also say that electrocycling opening reactions too. So basically, what does Woodward-Hoffmann rule say? When we talk about the exact you say the wording, how they suggested it. They say that a thermal ground state electrocyclic reaction, it is symmetrically allowed when the total number of 4q plus 2s and 4ra component is odd. Basically, there are a few new things in these statements. That is, the integers we have been using was like n. We have used 4n plus 2 pi system or 4n pi system, but here different integers like are variables q and r are introduced. Basically, they are nothing, they are just designations, so they are almost equivalent to n. So these are 4n plus 2 pi system is equivalent to 4q plus 2, or 4r system is equivalent to 4n system. Basically, you have to make sure that these are the number of we are talking about only pi electronic system here. So what they say that total number of these components is odd, and there is another designation that is used here is S and A. Basically, S and A is nothing different or new here, because we already know about suprafacial and interfacial mode of interaction already. So we shall discuss next in the next slide. First, let's have a summary of what does Woodward-Hoffmann rule say. So according to these rules for electrocyclic thermal reaction, if the components the sum of 4q plus 2s and 4ra component is their sum is odd, then we say that a thermal reaction is allowed. And in the same case, when we talk about electrocyclic reaction, in this case we are talking about the first electronically excited state. So it is allowed when total number of the sum of these two is odd. So basically, this is the general rule. This is how they mathematically calculated everything and gave the rules as such. But if we just modify it according, because these rules are precisely more fit on cycloaddition reaction, where we consider some like two components interacting together in a suprafacial or interfacial mode. But in electrocyclic reaction, we have sometimes we have only one component here, so we don't talk about suprafacial or interfacial. But the main thing is that we have to talk about the total number of count of electron. So in what we can generalize these two rules for electrocyclic reaction is that thermally electrocyclic reaction of a k pi electronic system will be disrotatory for 4n plus 2 system and conrotatory for 4n pi electronic system. And for excited state, these relationships are reversed. Basically, this is what we have already learned in the selection rule, that thermal electrocyclic reaction for 4n plus 2 pi electronic system, it happens through disrotation, and for like thermal electrocyclic reaction for 4n pi electronic system, it happens through conjugation. And say these trends are reversed for photochemical or excited molecular orbital states. So coming to the definitions of these two, like we have talked about the component that is Q, or you can say that we have talked about our thing. So what is a component? Basically, component is a bond or orbital taking part in a pericyclic reaction as a single unit. Like a double bond is a pi2 component. In our previous lecture, sometimes there was a designation written in some what do you say, that in some pictures, or you can say that in some schemes or reactions, so that looked like that it was written like pi 6, and d or c was written in the subscript. So basically this is the same thing we are talking here. We count the number of pi electrons in a system and then mention this number as a subscript in less, like written here. A double bond is basically pi2 component. So similarly, if we talk about hexatriene, so basically it's a pi6 system. So this is how we decide the component thing. And then next we talk about the suffix, like the last part that comes after pi2 or pi component thing. And this a and s are basically, they are designating or they are representing interfacial and suprafacial. So what are interfacial or suprafacial? So these terms are basically, that's what I told you before too, that these two terms are basically used in cycloaddition reactions, where two components are you can say interacting together, like one, just like in case of diene and dieno5. So the terminal carbon atoms, they are interacting with each other, so the orbitals have to interact with each other. So what happens if the orbitals, like in we say that the upper lobe of one orbital interacts with the upper lobe of another orbital, it means that they have a suprafacial interaction. But if upper lobe of one orbital interacts with the lower lobe of another orbital, it means that there is an interfacial interaction. So basically, if you just talk about the original formulation, that how the original Woodward-Hoffmann rules say, they say that the in case of 4 and pi electronic system, because we have the orbital symmetry of HOMO, we talk about the orbital symmetry of HOMO in such a way that bonding interaction between the ends must overlap between orbitals overlapping on the opposite side of the system. This is what when the orbitals overlap in the opposite faces of the system, we call it as interfacial. So we say that in case of 4 and pi electronic system, the orbital symmetry of HOMO should be such that there should be interfacial kind of overlap, and this can only be achieved in conrotatory process. So you have to remember that these few points in case of 4 and pi electronic system, then we are talking about HOMO, that is highest occupied molecular orbital, and we are talking about the interfacial interaction, and then we are talking about the conrotatory process here. So these are the points for 4 and pi electronic system. If you talk about 4 and plus 2 pi electronic system, one more thing, we are here talking about the electrocyclic reaction. So these Woodward-Hoffmann rules are basically, they are you can say that device you are changed here in according to the electrocyclic reaction. When we shall be talking about you can say sigma-tropic rearrangements, or what we have other like cycloaddition reactions. So in those two cases, we shall modify the Woodward-Hoffmann rules according to that situation. So in case of 4 and pi electronic system, we just finished the talk, and in case of 4 and plus 2 pi electronic system, what happens that we have an open system, and then it's just opposite to the previous example, that the terminal bonding interaction within ground state molecule, because we are here talking about the thermal reaction. So in case of thermal electrocyclization reaction, and we have 4 and plus 2 pi electronic system, so orbitals on the opposite end that have to overlap to form a sigma bond here, so this should overlap in with the same face of the system. So this can only be attained by the disrotatory displacement. So 4 and plus 2 pi electronic system, one hand we are talking about HOMO, that is the ground state electron highest occupied molecular orbital, and then we are talking that is a suprafacial interaction, and then the process should be disrotatory. When we move from the thermal to the photochemical reaction, then all these rules are reversed. Just like in case of photochemical reaction, we are talking again about HOMO, but foreign pi electronic system, it shall follow this rotatory process. And with the what you say is that we have this this rotation here is involved, and we have suprafacial interaction here. But in case of photochemical reaction with 4n plus 2 pi electronic system, that was previously disrotatory in case of thermal reaction, so here it is conrotatory, and in this case we have what we say that interfacial kind of relation here. This is further elaboration of these points. This is what how we can explain suprafacial, that is overlap occurs between two lobes located on the same side of the nodal plane. Just like in here, when you see the two orbitals overlapping, in case of suprafacial bond formation, the bond formation occurs on the same side of the lobe. But in case of interfacial, if you see that there the blue lobe, it has to interact with the blue lobe, so it goes from the opposite side. So in this case, if they are on the opposite side and they overlap by this way, we call it as interfacial. So the number of pi electrons, how we designate them is like we say the pi, the name of the electrons involved. Just like in case of pi electrons are there, then we say pi. If these are sigma electrons, then we say sigma. So in here is sigma, x is the number of electrons in each component. So just like in carbon double bond, there are 2 electrons, so we say it as pi 2 system. So if they are overlapping in a supra facial way, so we call it as S. And in the other case, if they are interacting in an interfacial way, we call it as S. So if there are two ethylene molecules interacting together, in one in the supra and other is an intera, then we say that it has pi 2s and pi 2a system. Here is how we can apply Woodward-Hoffmann rules for electrocyclic reaction, and taking one example here. Let's start with the example here, like the conversion of hexatriene to cyclohexadiene. If you the first step is to draw the mechanism of the reaction. The mechanism we already know that this is it goes through the cyclic transition state, so it involves cyclic movement of electrons. So in this case, we have to identify the main chain. The main chain was the formation of mu sigma bond is here. So in this case, the next step what we have to do is choose the component. Basically, we have already discussed that what are the component. We have to identify the number of pi electrons here. So what do we do that here are, because there are 6 pi electrons, or you can say that 6 carbon contributing these p orbitals, so we write it like pi 6 here. So all the bonds taking part in the mechanism must be included, not the other. Okay. So next step, what we do is like after recognizing the component of this reaction, that is we have discussed that it is pi 6 system. So we make a 3-dimensional drawing of the way the components come together for the reaction, putting in orbitals at the end of the component. It means that we have to make an arrangement of these orbitals that are going to undergo the major change in the reaction. Just like in this case, we know that there are 6 carbons actually, but there are 4 carbons that were sp2 hybridized before, so they remain sp2 hybridized, but the main change that is going to happen is on the terminal carbon atoms, because they are going to change their what do we say, that they are going to change their hybridization here from sp2 to sp3, and there is going to be a single bond here, a sigma bond here. So we only draw the orbitals going into the major into the major change basically here. So this is pi 6 system. Next, what we do is that the formation of new sigma bond takes place by 2 possible ways. So we have to make sure that we have 2 possible chances. That one is that we can make this orbital diagram here, and then we can consider the suprafacial interaction of these 2 orbitals. So in this case, when suprafacial interaction is there, that is the component is S, just like the pi 6 system is S1. So it means an S is the like the interaction of the lobes on the same side. That is, it means that to interact these two lobes on the same side, they have to move in the opposite direction. It means they have to undergo disrotation. So we have already considered that disrotation is for pi 6 system, that is 4n plus 2 or 4q plus 2 system. It is allowed thermally. So in this case, if you talk about the number of 4q plus 2s component, so that is 1, but there are no 4ra component, because we are not talking about the interfacial here. So it is 0. So total number of, we have total number of कंपोनेंट कह रहे हैं यहाँ पर, या टोटल जो हमारे पास आ रहा है नंबर, दैट इज़ 1 एंड विच इज़ ऑड. सो ये रूल में हमने बात की थी दैट if the number comes out to be odd, then we say that this one is thermally allowed, and we are not talking about the excited state here. So this is thermally allowed and photochemically forbidden. Coming to the second case, when we have already said that for a sigma bond to be formed, we have two possible ways. One of them is that when the opposites, the lobes of the two interacting orbitals, they have the similar sign, and the other one is they have opposite sign. In one case they can interact superficially, and the other case they can interact interfacially. So when they interacted and superficially, the overlap was all fine and it happened to be thermally allowed. But when we talk about pi 6 interfacial happening, then to act them interfacially, it means then we have to move the orbitals in a way to form a sigma bond. That is, they have to move in the same direction now, because if they move in the same direction, either clockwise or anti-clockwise, then we call it conrotation. So after conrotation, they can form a sigma bond. But in this case, we say that again that number of 4q plus 2 interfacial, that is 1, and number of 4rs is 0. So total number is 1. And when we talk about the, if we generalize it, that what do we do in Woodward-Hoffmann rule for electrocyclic reaction? First we check the number of electrons in transition state. Just like in this case there were 6, so we gave it a component, that is pi 6. So after that we decide according to the number of pi electrons that it shall be conrotatory or disrotatory. So this thing we have already said that for normally we decide according to the interfacial or suprafacial in case of cycloaddition, but in this case in electrocyclic reactions, because there are no proper inter or suprafacial interaction, so we say that 4n plus 2 shall be disrotation modern thermal case, and for conrotation thermal mode is used for 4n pi electronic system. So these are the general rules for according to Woodward and Hoffmann. Okay, there is another example using 4n pi electronic system, that is the conversion of butadiene to cyclobutene. So this example we are taking just exactly in the similar way we have discussed about the conversion of hexatriene to cyclohexadiene. So in this example, the first step what we have to do is to draw the mechanism of the reaction. So in this case we know about the mechanism that the movement of electron goes in a cyclic fashion to form the cyclobutene. So the next step is the second step basically. So the next step is to identify the component of the reaction. So here are basically 4 carbon atoms, and they are contributing 4 pi electrons, or you can say that they are total in number of they are total 4 pi electrons here. So we say that this pi system has a designation number is 4. So this is pi 4 system. So after giving it the component name, that is the pi 4 system, we have to consider that which major changes are going on in the reaction. That is that here the formation of carbon single bond here. So we have to make a 3-dimensional picture where only the newly formed bond is mentioned, like the orbitals involved in the big change are mentioned. Like this is a pi 4 system with the 2p orbitals mentioned on the terminal carbon atoms. Next goes, here we have to know that how we can apply Woodward-Huffman rules on the electrocyclic reaction using this example. So in this case, just like in the previous example, we have two options. In one case, one is the disrotation, and disrotation we have discussed that disrotation is always suprafacial in this case, and conrotation is interfacial, because in disrotation two orbital have to overlap in the like they have to overlap the lobes on the same side. So for the lobes to interact on the same side, they have to move in the opposite direction, that is disrotation. So like for disrotation we call it as suprafacial. Just like in here 5-4 system, when it is suprafacial we have disrotation leading to the formation of this pi-4 system goes to cyclobutene case. So when we consider it as a number of 4q plus 2 system, so here we say that the 4q plus 2 system, here we don't have this component 0 here, and also there is no 4r component here, so total it stays 0 here, because there is no we don't say that there is 4r system is interacting like here. So this is thermally disallowed. But in case when we talk about when we talk about this reaction through conrotation, then the number of 4 are a electrons, these are 1 because they are interacting each other. So but here we have 4q plus 2 as suprafacial interaction is 0. So here we have total 1 number, that is odd, so it means that this is thermally allowed. But when we talk about the first suprafacial interaction, in that case suprafacial interaction can only happen photochemically, because in that case if it happens photochemically, then 4r component it goes 1. So this is the same example we discussed in the last slide. So you have to understand that why from this starting material we could only get this particular product, not the other two product mentioned where their cross are mentioned. So it's only because of the stereochemistry of the reactant. First thing, that we get a mixture of that we get a product that has cis or trans geometry in there, and not the other two where both carboxyl ester group they are cis, or both ester group they are trans in this case. So you should be able to solve this kind of examples if you are given in your test or exams. Okay, so when we talk about cyclobutene, so in case we want to consider whether this one is allowed thermally or not, so what do we do? That we consider these molecules as the interaction as two independent moieties. Like we divide this compound into two halves. One of them is like the carbon-carbon double bond, and the other one is carbon-carbon single bond. So we consider these two components interacting together. So if we talk about the carbon-carbon double bond, basically this is the pi system, or you can say that we call it as 4q plus 2 kind sort of system, because in case of 4q plus 2 system, if q is 0, then it goes 2 electron, and also sigma bond is also comes in the same thing. So the first two diagrams, they represent where we are talking about the cyclobutene. So in case of cyclobutene, we have two possibilities. We have this, when we talk about the carbon-carbon double bond, so because these are 2 electrons, so we give it designation as pi2 system. And for sigma bond, we also call it, because there are 2 electrons again, so we call it as sigma 2. So we have two systems, pi2 and sigma 2. So these pi2 and sigma 2 can interact in two ways. One of them is like the pi system interacts in a suprafacial way, and the sigma interacts in an interfacial way. And the other thing is that we have that pi system interacts in a interfacial, and the suprafacial way is followed by sigma bond. So in these two cases, but we have here that if these in these two cases, because we are talking about the pi electronic system when we say 4q plus 2 or 4r system. So we say that this 4q plus 2 system has one pi electron pair. So the total number of pairs are 1 for this sigma 2a plus pi 2s system. So this is odd and it is allowed. But when we talk about sigma 2s plus pi 2a, so in this case again the pi electron for you say pi 2 and terafacial, these are 1, and in 4ra, that is in terafacial, but for 4r system we don't have 4 electrons here, so we say that it is 0. So total pair are 1, and we say that it is also thermally allowed. So therefore cyclobutene, we say that sigma 2a, these sigma and pi, they should have opposite entera or superficial relationship. But when we talk about the other part of the reaction, that is the butadiene. So in case of butadiene, we have only one component here, that is first we have to identify the component, because these are 4 electrons, so we say it is 4 pi system. So in case of 4 pi system, we have already said that the 4 electrons can undergo thermal reaction when they go through the condutation mode. So condutation is basically followed by terafacial thing. Why it is in terafacial? Because when you say condutation, so condutation, for condutation electronic, you can say the lobes, orbital lobes, they have to move in the same direction. It means that the opposite faces of two lobes, they have to interact together. It means that this is terafacial relationship. Anyways, 4 pi a, we are talking about 4 pi a system. So when we apply these Woodward-Hoffmann rules on these systems, then we get equations like that, because 4q plus 2 suprafacial system, there shall be 0 here, and in case of terafacial, that is pi 4a system, here is 1, so we get in total 1 pair. So pi 4 and terafacial is also allowed. So this was all according to Woodward-Hoffmann rule, and we have an example of the conversion of cyclobutane to butadiene. Here we have two more examples. One of them is like it has 6 pi electron, that is the pi 6 system, and the other one is the pi 8 electronic system. But now we have to find out whether the terafacial or suprafacial designation, or you can say that suffix shall be used with them. So in the first process, if we say that we have a hexatriene reaction, but hexatriene reaction is slow because we have unstrained transition state, that is if you look at the first transition state. So in this case we have a graceful spiral bringing p orbitals easily within bonding distance. So according to the bonding, the first transition state is very easily formed, but what happens that it is corresponds to the forbidden pi 6 and terafacial or pi 6a condutatory process. So this is forbidden, it can't proceed to the next step. So what instead happens, that the transition structure must involve the lobe on the top surface tilting towards one another in order to achieve an allowed suprafacial distrodatory process. So in this case they have to go for the distrodatory process, and distrodatory process can only be achieved by the suprafacial interaction of the lobes. So that's why if you see that the first transition state, that is forbidden, and the other one is allowed because it has suprafacial interaction. So if you talk about the second reaction where we have octatetraene, it has 8 pi electrons. So the first reaction was basically slow because though we get a transition state that is not you can say that that corresponds to bonding distance, that was allowed first, but it didn't happen actually. But the overlap was like you can say that the bonding distances support the condutatory process, but it was forbidden. So that's why this process was slow until the orbitals tilt themselves in a way to achieve the suprafacial interaction. But in the second case, because in the octatetraene case, this reaction is faster and it is easily achieved because the spiral transition structure what we obtain here it corresponds to the interfacial interactions already. So this interfacial interaction corresponds to the conrotatory process. That's why this pi 8a system, that is this component we designate it like that. So this system is basically makes it strong for conrotation. These are the reference books. You can follow Ian Fleming's book and also Singh book for the further elaboration of these reactions. And I have this reaction here. I want you to apply the Woodward-Hauptmann rules here, and don't confuse it very much, because this is almost the same thing we have learned in this lecture, because this is cyclobutene conversion to butadiene, but it does only difference here is that it has substituent attached to it.